welcome back. My name is Natanya. So in today's video, I want to share with you how to wall factor into your home without just to spend money. I'm going to show you how I also implement those things in my home. So let's go. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is, and I'm obsessed with that, is adding architectural details to your home. Trim work. And not just any type of trim work. I would highly suggest that the details that you put on your wall, don't let them be the trendy style. Let it be something that is very classical, transitional. So even as our style changes, the particular design of the wall still works with our style and it doesn't seem out of place. This has been here almost, I think I've been in this house almost 10 years, and you guys have seen my entryway change so many different ways. And honestly, it just works. I did a very rectangular detail and then I put these little middle pieces in between. Because this design is very traditional, it works even as I'm changing my style, and it works as I'm changing the pieces around it. So just make sure you don't do too much of the trendy style. They're cute, but then they're also just cute for a moment. And if you're gonna spend the money to pay a contractor to buy the material, get something that is lasting and not just temporary. Another way for architectural details that if this is not your vibe, larger baseboard, chrome molding, covered ceiling, those can also add a wall factor into your home as well, because I know sometimes some folks don't like the things on their wall. They want to keep the wall very simple and just do artwork. But honey, you can definitely do a wider baseboard, that's very much trendy right now, and also add chrome molding, and that could just be it. Girl, you ain't gotta do the ceiling. Just do the chrome molding on the baseboard and that can add some wall factor as well. Okay, so another way is do some custom built-in. Listen, I'm obsessed with detail. I love a little zhuzh moment. I don't know if you can see back here, but I also have some trim on this wall, but then I also had my contractor build a built-in. Listen, I love a good built-in moment. And when Alex did this, at times it can be very intimidating, especially when you have a blank wall and you're not quite sure what to do. But just think about how you live and what you want the space to look like. I wanted something that gives me a little bit of storage, but to maximize the wall with place I can just show my decor objects. And I also wanted somewhere in the middle that I can display artwork and I can rotate different artwork as I'm changing. Make sure you like what you're putting in there. I've seen built-ins where you have ladders going across because it's more of a library vibe. I've seen built-in with wallpaper as the backdrop. I've seen built-in with glass, but I know for me, I get bored very easily. So I didn't want to do the wallpaper. I just wanted something very, again, just clean, and I can just use my decor to make it dance, so to speak. Wallpaper can completely just change a space. It can make a space feel loud. It can make a space feel very cool. It can make a space feel warm. It just depends on your vibe and what you're going for the space. It also helps the room to feel fully designed without necessarily buying more things, because the thing is the wallpaper, honey. Side note, beside wallpaper, and this is as I'm sitting here talking to you, guys, another way to add a wall factor into your space is your window treatment. Oh my gosh. And listen, I know those things can be expensive. I know. But a one-time investment, and start with your main living space or like a bedroom, like your own personal bedroom. It just truly transforms a space. And I'm looking at these one right here. I worked with 2 pages, I think it was last year. And they gifted me some beautiful drapery. And they just look really, really good. And I think the thing that makes them stand out is because they're hung at the right height. The pleat is pleating. You know what I mean? The color is coloring, and it just works. And I think also having the right accessories to enhance the drapery, the hooks, the rod, get into that and make it a complete vibe. And I'm going to insert a clip so you can see what I'm talking about. So let's move on. I'll tell you guys about art, right? And I'm not talking about art from Home Goods or your local or big box store. I want you to be intentional about the art you're going to bring into your home now. And I know sometimes this can be very expensive, but there's so many artists right now that is starting off, slowly building their portfolio. You can also do it that way. And I found this young lady through my friend Karen. Her name is Day Moore, also known as Lady Moore. And I bought a few of her pieces, and I'm going to leave her information below so you can see what it is. It wasn't expensive at all. So I bought the print and I framed it. It's in our office, and it's just very dark in there, but I'm going to pop a clip in so you can see what it is. And it didn't, I was going to say probably the print and the frame, depending on the type of frame that you're looking for, it can range between $200 or maybe a little bit more. Again, it depends on the frame. You can also go to the thrift the frames that you want and add the pictures to it. But at this point, the wow factor with the artwork is that it's personal. It's somewhat semi-custom because the artists probably have a limited amount of prints that they're selling right now. But there's so many different artists, and I'm going to see if I can find some more and probably link a few below so you can check them out. But honestly, guys, that's another way to just stand out and have a nice conversation with your artwork on the wall. I'm working on my guest room now, but this particular point has something to do with this piece I'm going to show you here. My next tip is choose a statement piece of furniture in your home, right? The statement piece could be like a dresser, a credenza, a coffee table. But what we're looking for is a unique shape. It could be something that has some fluid detail, has some curve to it, and that would just help bring some presence into your family room, into a bedroom, without necessarily doing too much. This right here is very bold, so I know it's not for everyone, and I think the best place to find these pieces I'm talking to you about, of course, is Anthropologie. This piece from Anthropologie, this is a piece that my client gifted me, so let me show you. Hold on. Now, girlfriend, if you have a very muted bedroom or a very muted space, and you bring this into the space, this beautiful, it gives like a forest garden feel. It has birds, the trees, the leaves, it's the blues, the green. It's such a statement. This is the 9-drawer dresser from Anthropologie. They have an entire collection, and I did post on my feed and I asked you guys to help me select a lamp for it. Not quite sure if this is the one I'm going with yet, but so far that's what it is. They have this in wallpaper. They have this in a desk someone shared with me. They have these in nightstands. It's an entire collection. It's so beautiful. When I bought it to my client, I think it was maybe around $2,000. I'm not quite sure what it is right now. I can check and I can link it if you guys are interested. But it's such a beautiful way to just bring in something different and such a statement. Not even, it's such a statement, also a conversational starter. Just like imagine once this room is done and my guests come in here and just start vibing, how am I going to get them out? Issues. I want to just say this as I go on and share with you guys some more tips on how to bring a wow factor into your home and create an elevated home. Elevated home is not about having more stuff. It's about choosing stronger pieces that works together in your home. And with that in mind, let's move on. Guys, so here we go. Let's talk about mirrors. I'm obsessed. In almost every room in my home, there's a mirror. I believe that the mirrors just help to make a space feel better. It's even better when the mirror has some details to it. It has a nice shape. It's not just rectangular. This one is from our house. I got this a couple years ago. And of course, we've all seen these before. I think it was inspired by something from Anthropologie again. But right now you can get something that has an arch to it. You can get something that's just a circle. Even like a very oversized circle would be very beautiful as well. The reason I'm saying mirror gives a wow factor is because it brings in more light. It gives the room a nice reflection. You can see the room from different angles. And you can also see yourself. As I was saying before, your girl is obsessed with mirrors. I have another one right here in my entryway. This one is from Home Goods. I got a couple years ago as well. What I love is that it has a little bit of detail to it. A little bit of curve up here. So it's not just completely rectangular. I think that's what I'm looking for when I say let the mirror have something about it, like a nice little something, a little zhuzh. Before I wrap this up, I'm gonna add another extra one to it. Don't forget about your lighting. Make sure in each room you have at least a secondary lighting. You have the main lighting, which is in the ceiling. Make sure you have a lamp. Make sure you have an art light or something that if you don't need the main light, have something secondary as well. And we can get into that more into another video. And I've spoken about lighting before, so I will link that video below as well. Before you go out and buy more home decor, ask yourself, do I need more stuff? Or do I just need a stronger design moment? That's all I have for you guys today. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate the support, the kindness, the conversation in the comment section. And I'm going to say this before I close out the video again. It's not about adding more things. It's not about just buying something. It's having the right piece in the space. Is this piece really enhance my space, or is it just, or am I buying it just to say I'm buying something new? Get something unique, get something different. Stand out a little bit. And if having a floral dresser is too much for you, do something smaller. If doing wallpaper is too much for you, do a simple design on your wall. If that is too much for you, add chrome molding, do baseboard. If that's too much for you, have some details in the ceiling. The list is endless. So if I'm missing anything, let me know another way that you guys add wow factor into your space without feeling like you're overdoing too much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Take care. Bye.